There are only three things that influence how much you earn in Salesforce. And the first one is location, the second one is the business impact, and the third one is experience. And if you want to increase your salary, you need to work on those three. Now, with the location, of course, it makes sense that someone in California is going to be earning more than someone, for example, here in Germany or somewhere in Romania or in Ukraine, right? So if you are living in the country that pays less, then by moving to another country, well, you're gonna get paid more, or maybe moving to another state. But that's kind of sucks, right? You don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that. You probably should be living where you love to live, not where you're were born, or not where you have to live because the salary is 20% higher there. So this one we can check it out immediately. We don't care about this. So if we speak about the practical ways to increase your salary, then we only have two left: get more experience or have better business impact. And in fact, we can argue that those are the same because they are really, really connected with each other. The more experience you have, the more impact on the business you have. And if you have a higher business impact, no one really cares about how much experience you have. So let me explain what I mean by those two things. So first of all, experience. What is the experience? Oh, I am working 5 years as a Salesforce developer. Well, that kind of no one cares, because experience is not equal to experience. It is a good approximation, but someone with 3 years of experience can be way more experienced than someone with 6 years of experience. Why? Because it depends what kind of experience did you have. We have we have different types of them. So for example, you might have experience that is relevant for one particular Salesforce industry. You might have worked all the time for in the consulting for the how do you call it, the partner, for a partner for Salesforce. That's going to be one type of experience. But then there are a lot of people who working for end users, and that would be a totally different type of experience, right? So you might have different experience even if you have the same amount of years as someone, right? So years are not exactly they exactly one to one, but it's a good approximation. Is someone who is working like 5 years in Salesforce probably knows a little bit more than someone who just started last year, right? So it's still a good approximation uh, for how much you're earning. And obviously, the more experience you get, the more you can demand of money. Now, why do I say business impact? Because I think that the business impact is actually the highest one, and that's something that you should be optimizing for, not necessarily for the experience, because it's kind of hard to optimize for the experience. What I think is the most important is the business impact. And let me tell you a small story to this one. I once paid mentoring for the guy who charged $1,000 for 1 hour of meeting. Just think about this. Some people earn that per month in some countries and live comfortably with this. I can live a whole month on $1,000. I don't have crazy expenses, so it's quite a bit of money here. But why could he charge me that? Because the information that I got in this mentoring was so mind blowing. It was so helpful that it saved me basically years of grinding and learning this stuff on my own. I probably would literally spend the next 3 years trying to understand what he was teaching me in this one hour. So he had a huge impact on my business. I don't have a $1 million business. I'm not a $1 billion corporation, whatever. But the business impact is the universal metric that you can use for any type of the job. If you have zero business impact, guess who's gonna get fired first when the boss looks up who for the next firing. So a business impact is something that you can learn. Business impact is something that is kind of hard to fake, or basically impossible to fake. If you are a person who can save $1 million for a company per year, right, you're gonna get paid well. There's no chance that if you save consistently, if you know how to do that, 1 million for the companies, that you're not gonna be paid well. What if you save 10 millions? What if you earn for the company 10 millions? Those people, they're getting paid well, right? This is why the top managers, they're getting paid well. Now, how can you optimize for this metric if you're a Salesforce developer? Because what the hell, how do I cannot earn money for the company? Well, what you can do is that you can search for the right projects to work on, because there are always projects that that are more important for the company than others. There are so-called A projects, then B projects, and then C projects. And if you want to have a really high impact on the business, you need to work on the A projects. You need to work on the most important projects in the company that actually move the needle. That's how you can increase your business impact. And that's how you get the best experience. And that's also how you get the best location. Now, if you think about the person who works at the best projects in the company, how does this person look like? How does this person behave? Usually, this is a person that is showing up on time, that is doing extra, that is working hard, that is proactive, good at communication, always trying to learn everything. You don't have to be immediately super good at everything, but you need to strive for that. And that's how you build your career. That's how you build the business impact. That's how you build the experience. And that's how you increase your salary as well. Now, a lot of people are going to say, okay, Igor, you did not speak about certifications. Well, certifications are good. Certifications are good for communicating your value, but they are not as important as having actual skills. They're not as important as making actual business impact. Let's imagine two different people. The first person had made 10 certifications this year. You're both working at the consulting partner, yeah? The person A made 10 certifications this year and had about zero impact on the whole business. The second person made 0 certifications and had a big impact on the business. For example, delivered a project which was 100,000, 100K, right? At the end of the month and the end of the year, the boss sits down, has a beer, and looks down at the performance metrics of the employees, and he is like, I think the economy is tough. I think we need to prepare and think we need to fire 3 people. Do you think he's gonna fire the person A, or that had 0 business impact, or the person B that had a business impact? Yes, the person A has a lot of certifications, but does it matter for the company? No. And I can tell you that when I'm hiring for developers, I'm not looking at certifications. I'm looking at, can they actually do the job that they need to be doing? You can have as many certifications as you want. I need to have a proof that you can do the job that needs to be done in the company. Then I'm going to hire you. But not the other way around. And certifications are not the proof, because certifications are easy to fake, right? You just Google dumps and then you just pass crazy amount of certifications. So I don't care about certifications. Show me, prove me that you can actually do the job. Prove me that you can actually have a positive impact on the business. Prove me that you're going to be a positive investment. And then we can talk. And that's how you increase your salary. When you optimize for those things, when you think about how you can have more experience, how you can have a higher impact, that's how you earn more as a Salesforce developer.